All right, welcome. So this is Feng, Fist of the Lotus, and well, let's see. I I started with verses, and apparently that's just kind of a training mode with the oh jeez.
Options.
All right, welcome. So this is Feng, Fist of the Lotus. I started with verses. I'm trying to figure out this menu. I started with verses. That's just individual matches where you select both yourself and your opponent. I imagine that's designed if you have a second player. So let's see what quest is.
Quest mode.
Let's start a new quest. GMA, huh? Perfect. So I was gonna Pale Lotus or Black Mantis.
Pale Lotus.
I was going to save this for later, but I'm trying to figure out what the default just default arcade mode is. So sure.
Fiery Phoenix.
Go with the ginger. Skip. No voiceover. Legend of the Mortal, the South Pole, the myth of the great antiquity exists among Pale Lotus, Black Mantis, and the Eastern Sun Six. The old man of the South Pole. I was gonna say Santa Claus, but he's the North Pole. Went through. The god of longevity will grant the gift of immortality. Okay.
Welcome, pupil, to a quest that will define your skills as a warrior and help end the treachery of our Black Mantis foes.
Okay.
We are fortunate to possess the Yang tablet, inscribed by my own master Xihao. It contains riddles which lead to the locations of 6 of the 12 treasures of the Perfect Harmony Temple. These are riddles which I have deciphered.
So if we have the Yang, does Black Mantis have the
I
Yang?
have assigned you the task of retrieving the pieces of one of these objects. Your success will keep these treasures from falling into the hands of...
Oops. Okay, well, sure. I want to go fight this guy. Fiery Phoenix. Before recording, I was prepared for pain.
The time has now come for you to face your greatest foe. I have tried for years to cure you of your need to avenge your father's death. Yes, Exile murdered your father, but you must not let your need for revenge cloud your abilities.
This is not going to go well. But I was goofing around with training mode, trying to figure out what the controls were. I played as that guy right there. Exile. Ooh. That's not good. Oh, does everyone have multiple? Right into the knee. But I might show it. I'll probably have to go to the training because I'm not fast enough.
Limb damage alert.
But I kind of enjoyed Exile's other poses.
Limb damage alert.
What
Limb
the?
damage danger. Player 1.
Did I even hit him?
Player 2. Player 2. Limb damage.
A lot happened right there. I was really confused for a moment. I thought I died and it was showing him as dead. Aha. You're fine. Doing a lot better with Fiery Phoenix than I did with Exile earlier. So this game was, what was it, Studio Gigante, or how you pronounce
Limb
it?
damage alert.
Oh. Oh, I hit start. Did I just freeze the game? I think I just broke the game. I'm doing a little better this time. So what I was starting to... Ah, that didn't hurt you very much at all. Ooh, that hurt you. What I was starting to say earlier, this studio was started by Jon Tobias, one of the co-creators of Mortal Kombat.
Layer 2.
Haha. He left, well, at the time, Midway Studios, before they were NetherRealm. He left Midway in '99. There's a what happened that talks about it a little bit for the Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Basically, he was working on that game that was going to be like a late PlayStation 1 game, but you know, we're getting close to release a PlayStation 2, so he's just like, everyone's working on these brand new consoles and these much more powerful systems, and I'm stuck working on this. So he decided to leave Midway, and it sounds like some people left with him. I don't really know who. They started this studio, and the only games I know of that they made, there was this game and like a WrestleMania game, which I guess like both games were praised for looking good but not really having great gameplay. But I was looking up well, not necessarily specific dates, but more like years, because I was curious about something. This game released in hey, I won. This game released in 2003. Mortal Kombat 5 Deadly Alliance released in 2002. Supposedly
You
they
have collected your first quest item piece.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sure, let's go with that one. They announced that they were working on the next entry in 98. And so I'm kind of curious how far into it.
Sect has created your utter contempt for her. But know that her ability to betray the ones closest to her exposes just how dangerous an adversary she is.
Prepare. Fight.
Wait, oh jeez. They sure fly off. There is an actual taunt button. That was just me doing a pose like multiple times. Okay, it's his pause. Pose. That's his pause. Oh, okay, cool. I at least got her a little bit. Nice little shockwave effect. Anyways, I'm kind of curious how far they were into Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance when Tobias left, because I wouldn't say this game plays like that game, but there are definitely similarities. The overall design of the characters, it's similar. Which, I mean, if it was some of the art team that started working on it, it's not surprising that their first game would have a similar appearance. But, like, the way it plays and everything, once again, it's not exact, but it definitely reminds me a bit of Mortal Kombat 5. There's multiple stances, although personally, I was never a huge fan of the multiple stances in the PS2 Mortal Kombats. Haha. I think there are some cool aspects about it. It was kind of cool being able to switch between styles within a combo. But I don't know. Sometimes it felt really clunky, and oh man, some of the animations were so bad. So the multiple stances in this, it's closer to like, oh boy, it's closer to Li Wulong from Tekken, where there's specific button combinations to switch stances. Which actually I kind of prefer, just having like a stance with some specific moves that you can go into at any point. And then like you do your move, automatically go back to your default stance.
Player 1. Fiery Phoenix is the victor.
Tempered by fire, the Phoenix will always burn bright.
Yeah.
You have collected your second quest item piece.
Darn tootin'.
Vapor is fascinating. I know you find her strangely alluring. Be mindful that your fascination is a product of her sorcery. You can never consider her anything but an enemy.
I didn't realize that was her name. I thought he was just making a statement. Vapor is fascinating. It's like, what?
Limb damage alert.
That was fast. I would have enjoyed seeing the like original idea for what? Come on, I'm hit. Darn it! She was attacking me when I was hitting like the special move button. It's the white button. Black button's taunt button. So it activated my move, but I was being hit, so it just drained my chi meter. Oh boy, I wasn't ready for that.
Infinite flame.
Oh, okay. We're figuring things out. Danger zone. What is that picture behind me? Awesome. Did you get your fortune told? Nice belly button ring. I just noticed that. Why were you healing? Is that like healing limbs or like health bar? It's got to be limbs.
Player 1.
What? Oh crap! I hit taunt button.
You have been defeated.
You don't say.
This loss is temporary. My vengeance lives forever.
You tell him.
You must continue or our journey has ended.
I did worse that time than last time.
You have been defeated.
You don't say.
Feel the heat.
That worked out well.
Limb damage alert.
You have been defeated.
You don't say.
You have been defeated.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
You have been defeated.
Oh, man.
You have been defeated. You have been defeated.
Limb damage alert. Limb damage alert. Player 1. Fiery Phoenix.
I am
The
late.
winner.
My fire for vengeance.
You have collected your third quest item piece. I sense uneasiness in you concerning Geist. Understand that she is now more
game-based?
machine than she is woman. Do not let her unnatural state shift your focus. Concentrate.
I mean, I did the splits too, and I'm all man. Jeez.
Limb damage alert. Limb damage danger.
Come on. Break that limb.
Player 1.
There's that limb. Ow.
Player 2.
You have been defeated.
You don't say.
1. Player 2.
What hit me?
Been defeated.
This
I was
loss,
swinging at her, also I just
my
died.
vengeance lives forever.
Damage alert.
You have been defeated.
Player 1.
Infinite blade.
Player 2.
You have been defeated.
Player 1.
Infinite blade.
Fiery Phoenix is the winner.
Finally.
My fire for vengeance.
You have collected your fourth quest item piece.
Oh, the penthouse.
Knowing that Wulong Goth is responsible for ordering the murder of your father can create weakness in your defenses. You must turn your want of vengeance into determination to find balance against Goth.
Prepare. Fight. Limb damage alert. Limb damage
So it
danger.
looks like someone took Loki and gave him some mantis DNA. There. Now your limb's damaged.
Player 1.
Alright, that was something. Crap. Haha. Finally, I hit him with that. That went a little smoother.
You have collected your 5th quest item piece.
Alright, what we got here? Fatalist.
The Fatalist is a cold-blooded killer. You must maintain balance in your fight against him, but know that his vicious nature will require you to fight without mercy.
Kano reject.
Prepare. Fight.
Which is funny because you had that one guy in Mortal Kombat 5 that was kind of a Kano reject.
Limb damage danger.
I think I blocked one.
Player 2. Limb damage.
So it's interesting. Like Tobias was supposedly like the creative one. Like he was like a comic book artist. Like early on, there were comic books kind of giving more of the story of Mortal Kombat for like the first couple games, and I guess he drew those himself. And so, like Giant Bomb years back, they had oh jeez, that went well.
You have been defeated.
There's like a clip on their podcast where I think it was on their podcast, and Gertzman was talking about Mortal Kombat after Boone and Tobias split, and how the new characters after that seem to be much more hit or miss
The Fatalist
than the characters when they were still together.
You must maintain balance in your
And so it's like, well, it looks like the more, as far as like design, the more creative of the two left. And so they're struggling making characters of the same caliber. But when you look at what Tobias creates on his own, it's like it's still pretty hit or miss. Like there's a couple characters in this I think look kind of cool, but not all of them.
Limb damage alert.
So those two really did need each other. Oh, I was about to kick you through that thing. That felt good. Perfectly exact, and I'm just barely too far away. Or if it's garbage, and I'm just swinging right through them.
Defeated.
Limb damage danger.
Block everything. You didn't even jump that direction.
Been defeated.
Fight. Limb damage alert. Player 1.
That was working really well for a moment there.
Limb damage alert.
That should not have worked that well.
You have collected your 6th and final quest item piece.
Okay, so you have to do that with everyone, huh? I think we'll be going back now. Let's end this by looking at the game demos. I was hoping to get some kind of ending, but apparently I have to do a lot to get that. So, Fable. I have the first 3 Fable games. I'd love to do a playthrough of all 3 of those at some point.
Albion, a place of tranquility and peace.
The first Fable is the only one I've ever actually beaten.
Where only the brave venture far. Afraid of the danger that lurks beneath. Civilization is under threat. Vast lands, tainted by an ancient evil. Evil so destructive that no one dares speak out.
You were born to take up the challenge. From the very beginning, your life will be one of choices. Live by the sword or by sheer cunning. Choose the path of honor or infamy.
Fable's morality system was so broken.
Powerful of them all. Your face will be shaped by your past. The future shaped by you.
Fable, the power to become a legend.
That game is so much fun. So there were temples for the 2 deities of the lands. And you could, hold on a second. We'll go to that in just a second. Well, screw it. I'll just talk over. You could donate to the deities to change your karma, your morality.
I have heard tell of a distant land. A land where light breeds shadow.
I'm not even sure what game this is. Well, I mean, I saw the title, but like, I don't remember this title at all.
From cliff to village, darkness threatens. The old champions, they have fallen. Now new heroes must heed the call. Challengers of the dark. They are warriors who travel in the light and battle the shadow.
Interesting. But yeah, in Fable, I would go to certain villages in the game where you could buy all the property, and I would kill everyone in there, buy all their houses, because you could only buy property where no one was occupying it, and then wait until people moved in, start collecting rent from them, and you like upgrade the houses and everything so I get more rent. And then then just take the rent money, go to the temple of the good god, donate a ton of money, and suddenly I got good karma again. Got a halo above my head and everything. Maybe Peter Molyneux had a commentary about televangelists. Xbox was definitely trying to get some RPGs on their console. like they never had a. I don't know about modern day if they're doing better, but at least their first. I know at least the Xbox and the 360. I believe also the Xbox One. I believe all of them pretty much failed in Japan. Maybe not failed, but were definitely far in third place. And they were trying, like they, I know in later generations they tried getting more contracts with like Japanese studios. I think they tried getting more RPGs and like styles of games that the Japanese like to play. But Japan really didn't like the thought of embracing a console that was made by a company in a different country. Kind of ironic that Sega was doing so well, because I believe Sega was in Japan, but I believe it was made by Western people who happened to live in Japan. The service games, I think it was like a couple soldiers who had moved to Japan after they're done with all their duty or whatever. I don't remember exactly. But I think at first they were just like arcade repairmen or something like that. I could be wrong on that part. But eventually they changed the name to Sega.
Can I ask you something?
I know I have 1 and 2. I might have 3. I can't remember for this
On the diagram
series.
in my father's room, there was a design of a dragon as well.
Yeah, my father had another mirror with a dragon on it.
What happened to the mirror of the dragon?
It was stolen by the man who killed my father, Lan Di.
And we're still waiting to fight him, if I understand correctly. This is supposed to be a trilogy.
Zoo's letter.
There are massive delays in between games. Well, actually, honestly, I don't know if he could really considering how long it took him to make the first game. Was the second game really a delay?
It's no joke. Next time you could get killed.
Yeah.
You should be more careful.
But then when the third game finally came out, it ends on a cliffhanger like, oh,
why did you come here?
support us for a fourth game, and then you'll finally finish the story of this trilogy.
Why else? I will not forgive them.
No, Zooming. Please don't go.
I'll take my revenge even if I have to sell my soul.
Some fantastic voice
I don't
acting.
want to cause you any more trouble.
I've played the first game a tiny bit, just kind of explored his house, went and bought some Sega figurines from the vending machine or coin machine, whatever you call them, gumball machine. Maybe someday I'll do a playthrough of these games. I'd probably take a long time too, because these games are supposed to be long.
Shall take your power for the Geo.
Doesn't Shenmue 2 have like a mountain path that takes like 2 hours real time to walk through? Like, that's the insane kind of stuff. Like, okay, dude, I love how you do things your own way, but come on. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Until next time, my dear friends. Until next time.